So Scotty Beam blows a gasket when they're talking about Bill Cosby. And to be honest with you, I don't really think it was the Bill Cosby problem that made her really blow a gasket. I think that this woman is always going to have an issue whenever they speak about rape. I think as far as rape goes, for her, this is a really sensitive topic. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for Morning Coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. Hey, don't forget to check out the link of the day in the description. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Yeah. Recently, on State of the Culture, which I have to say, before I even get into this, State of the Culture is so much better than that other program ever was. You know, the other program that Joe Budden was on? The Complex program. Yeah, that one. State of the Culture is so much better for multiple different reasons. So before I get into the actual crux of the whole thing I was going to talk about, I just want to break something down. Y'all was hitting me up, a whole bunch of y'all, sending me messages, texting me, freaking email about what the hell was going on with Scotty Beam. Look, before I even go any further into this, no, I do not think Scotty Beam needs to be fired. I don't think they need to find someone else. I don't. You see, what most of y'all might not have realized, if Scotty Beam was reliving, there's a good chance, and I'm not laughing at this, but there's a good chance that Scotty Beam was reliving a moment. I don't think she was just being her regular super feminist self. Sometimes she makes the program hard to watch, for me personally. Because she's so, I don't know. I don't want to say anti-men, but she seems to be anti-men. And I'm not saying anti-black men. I'm saying anti-men, just in general. I could be wrong, but I just get that impression from her often. Also, it seems like she's always trying to be saying the opposite of Remy Ma. Like anytime Remy Ma opens her mouth, she's trying to go in the opposite direction as hard as possible, unless Remy Ma is being super politically correct, which is really rare. So to me, she comes off as somebody who's trying to be kind of an elitist, very posh, and just has a problem with men in general. And that leads me to this. I think she was having a moment. For everybody that don't know, the recent State of the Culture, they talked about Bill Cosby, right? So they was talking about how Bill Cosby got arrested. How he got convicted and everything else. He's getting 3 to 10, right? And just from me being around not just victims of rape, but just being around people who are victims and have been victims of things, you can sometimes see somebody going, like, envisioning, re-experiencing. And that's what it looked like she was doing to me. It seemed to me like Scotty Beam was re-experiencing a traumatic event in her life. I don't know if anything like this has ever happened to her. I can be wrong. I'm not saying that it happened to her. I'm not trying to talk negatively about her character. I'm just saying it looked to me like there's a good chance that she has a very, very personal opinion on this, because maybe at some point in her life, she was attacked and she did not come forward. Okay? And if you really go look at it again, look at how Joe handled the situation. Like, Joe knew. Look at it. Just look at this. Look at it. I looked at the damn thing about 3 or 4 times. It looks like Joe knows. Okay? Everybody on the whole entire panel might know. And that's probably why she, and with especially this particular subject, She went so hard at Remy, figuring Remy is the only other woman up there. She should have her back. Now, this is what I'm going to say about what Remy said real quick. I agree with Remy. I agree with Remy for multiple different things. I agree with almost everything that Remy said. I wish that she had the ability to say everything completely without being cut off in every single sentence like she was. But I'm not mad at Scotty because from my understanding, she was re-experiencing a very traumatic moment in her life. And to her, somebody is up there speaking negatively about her. Look at what they said again. Watch her. I forget when they show up, but I believe when Remy Ma spoke about people coming forwards with, when somebody does take advantage of them and the victims coming forward, look at Scotty's response. Look at her body language, how she started speaking. Just look at it. Like, it's obvious. To me, at least, I could be wrong, but it is obvious that she was re-experiencing a situation and she was having a moment. That's all I got to say about that particular part. Now, look, for everybody that thinks that Scotty needs to be fired, no, Scotty should not be fired. Absolutely not. You have to have people on multiple different sides of the conversation. You can't expect to have a successful show, especially a panelist show like this. They're panelists, and you can't expect to have a successful show if everybody is always on the same page. It won't be. You won't represent enough individuals. That's why I think they have 4 people on this one, and on the Complex show, they realized only having 2 was a bad idea, and I bet they also realized not having a female being able to really voice her opinion was also a bad idea, because in reality, they were only able to get the perspective of somebody who's into this new mumble rap stuff and another individual that was into the old school stuff. So they didn't have enough opinions up there. Just in my opinion, that was that show was good when Joe was there. Don't get it wrong. After Joe left, since Joe was what some people might consider to be the glue, after Joe left, the show was just not the same. He was just really good for the show. Anyway, don't want to get on that because I don't want to talk bad about that show at all. But I am saying that Scotty should not be fired. I don't know why people are so bent. I mean, I understand why people are so bent out of shape. I'm making this video before I'm watching the Carter 5 part of it, I only watched the Bill Cosby part. I watched it a couple of times. So any videos I make after this will be after I watch the other elements of the program. But I think she was having a moment, y'all. I think she was having a moment. And just be honest with you. And I think Joe was trying to be very, understanding. But just so y'all can know my opinion on this, I want to see them put a white man in prison like they did Bill Cosby. I want to see them put a 70-year-old white man in prison for 80-year-old white man in prison for these same accusations. One thing I want to say, though, Remy Ma said something that I have said before. Bill Cosby doesn't even know where he's at. You're putting somebody in jail to suffer for a crime that they did, because I'm not saying he ain't raped those women. I don't agree he raped every last one of them, but I do agree, but I can see, smoke this fire. It is what it is. But I don't think he raped every last one of them. I think some of them are just jumping on the bandwagon for whatever reasons. And not for nothing. Didn't they, one of the main reasons why he got off the first time was that they proved that some of these women were lying? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So one thing that Remy Ma said that was something that I also said and agree with is that he doesn't even know where he's at. Look, man, if somebody does something to me and y'all wait for them to get 80, 90 years old before y'all want to send them to jail, just fuck it. Seriously, man, they done lived their whole life. They're only in a point where they're just suffering anyway. No, they can't get around. They already suffering. They already had all their best days. Just fuck it. Just leave them alone, yo. Seriously, I'm not even joking. I'm dead serious. Y'all find out somebody did something to me and they get 80, 90 years old, y'all missed the boat, man. It don't even make sense sending an 80 or 90-year-old man to prison. That shit is retarded. I mean, that's just my opinion, but you know, whatever. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.